Hey guys.
Hey,
Hey.
look, it's Andy. How you doing?
It's Randy.
That's right. Welcome to another episode of Vinyl Fetish. We are back together. We haven't done one together in a little while, so it's kind of nice to have you up here in the attic.
What are we talking about?
Well, we like to have ideas. So one of the things that we like to do is turn each other onto music, right? I mean, this is part of the joy of this little dynamic that we have. That
Well, it's pretty one-sided.
No, that's not true. You've turned me onto some amazing bands, especially Latin American bands. We just saw Cafe de Cuba for the third time. I wouldn't even know of that band if it weren't for you. You've turned me onto some good music. Kinky. I mean, there's so many. It's a band, by the way,
I
from
didn't
Mexico.
say that, so you could.
Oh, talk about how awesome the music you turned me on to. So it's really fun, but there is some music that we both don't know. So I thought it might be fun to do a couple videos where we get to discover some music together. What do you think?
Like for real though.
For real.
Because when we listen to like an album right here, like live, I don't think we get the same reaction we would get like if it was.
Yeah, because you're just hearing the first couple notes of a song.
Yeah, I mean, and then you like start shoulder dancing, and then it's all over.
Oh, it's all over. But, so we're gonna dive deep. We're gonna be a deep dish.
We're actually gonna listen to something that I've never heard before.
And I've only
you've never heard
tiny little bit. So this is where a bunch of people are gonna groan. We are going to explore the band Little Feat. Have you heard of Little Feat? A lot of people love them. Some, especially younger people, might not know. Have you ever heard of them?
What years are?
70s.
70s?
So I'll tell you,
Okay.
do you know anything about them?
No. And I feel bad because I feel like my life is fine without them.
It certainly is. Well, you might know one song. I know a tiny bit about them because Linda Ronstadt recorded one of their songs, Willin', which is a great song, and it's about drugs and driving a truck.
Okay.
And they had a song on the radio when I was in the 70s called Dixie Chicken.
Okay.
But I don't really know anything about them.
And that entices you?
No, it makes me not want to have any interest. I'll eat some Dixie Chicken, but I don't want to, yeah.
I'll take some Dixie
And
beer.
I do know, because I Wikipedia'd them, that the singer Lil George overdosed in 1979 from too much cocaine after eating a whole pizza by himself. That's all I know. That's all I know. So I have a friend, Gwen, who I went to college with, who's a huge fan, a huge Little Feat fan. This is one thing I know about her. And I said, Gwen, I don't know anything about this band. Andrea doesn't know anything about this band. Where should we start? And she told me that their double live album, Waiting for Columbus from 1978, is the place to start. So when you look at this, what do you think? What do you think this music might sound like?
Like I gotta get high to like it.
What kind of what kind of clothes do you think?
I don't know if I like this cover, but maybe when we listen to it'll make sense.
It's about growing tomatoes in a hammock.
It's about gardening. It's me
Sexy
gardening
tomatoes.
music.
She's
like squeezing her tomato boob.
Well, I didn't really look that closely, but thank you for noticing that. Oh my gosh, it's sort of a, yeah. They used to say like you're a tomato, you're a hot tomato, or it's like in the 40s, so maybe that's what it, I just think of it as out of kind of jam bandy.
And then what's up with the title?
Waiting for Columbus? I don't know. Is that about Native American people?
I don't like that title already.
Already? There's a cactus. This is them. It's a double live recorded in DC and London, and I don't really know. Anyway, the reason I asked her is she said some bands are better live. You know, like they're better live because I think they had 6 albums before this came out. So I was kind of surprised.
That's kind of sad that some bands are better live. That means that they can't, like with all the technology in a studio, you can't.
Yeah, but
they just sound good in a studio.
Maybe they just really gel live. Like I think if I was going to turn somebody on to Peter Frampton, I'd have them start with Frampton Comes Alive, the double live album from '76. So it may be worth it. So
okay, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
So things like this, when you encounter something that you've never really like cared to listen to at your age, why why now? Like why? Well, because I know they're important, and I know the you know, there's a lot of people that love them, so there must be something about them. Okay. Like I've always kind of just not liked the Grateful Dead, and I finally just forced myself to go see them.
And it was like kind of interesting. It was kind of interesting. I still don't get it, but it was interesting, and I get why people sort of like it. And I felt like I smelled like patchouli and falafel after I went to that show. But I was interested because I care about music, and they're a big band. This band has had tons of records, and even though the singer's dead, I think they're still touring with other people pretending to be the singer. So I feel like I should know about them. And it might be awesome, and maybe something I hated, because there was a lot of records when they came out in the 70s, I didn't like them or I didn't get them. I didn't like Led Zeppelin, because I thought it was stoner music. I didn't like Rush. I mean, there's a lot of...
So you've been wrong
I've been
many
wrong,
times.
That's right. And sometimes I was not in the right place. The first time I heard Bruce Springsteen, I was like, what is this weird music? And of course now, he's the boss. But, so I'm willing to listen to it, and I'm also willing to hear what you think of it completely fresh, like having no idea.
I have no idea.
So you have to promise to be honest. What you think.
I won't be honest.
No.
But for me, listening to discovering music is like a normal thing for me. I mean, I was born in the 90s.
1990. January 1990. Let's be safe. You were born in the first week. 1990, the 90s weren't even a week old when you were born.
I was still born in the 90s.
Okay.
And so
Great.
I
can see the comments already. Because I was born in the 1930s.
So I have all this music that I'm constantly discovering through you and through now online platforms.
Yeah. So
I'm like super open to new music.
Cool.
But I find that a lot of people, this is old. This is from the 70s.
Yeah.
A lot of people your age don't want to do what I'm doing with your music with new music.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's a one-way street.
Why is it a one-way street?
People get old in set in their ways, I think. I
understand that it reminds you of your youth, but I think people should... What I'm saying is that you need to look for new music too.
Because the perspective is anything that's sort of new sucks. And I don't think that's true at all. I'm discovering great new music all the time. So
we'll listen to it.
All right, we'll let you know. Should you care about Little Feat from the 70s?
The two different perspectives.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, we'll be back after we've experienced this.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't record any of that.
What?
Here we are.
I forgot about those.
Town of the hero.
Here we are, rating the lovely tomatoes.
Not that there's a Little Feat waiting for Columbus. Well, you've been out tonight seeing a band, first of all, called Big Feet. What are they called? Who did you see tonight?
Big Thief.
Big Thief.
Yes.
So was it anything like? Well, did you enjoy it?
No, it was nothing like.
All right,
Little...
we're gonna give you our impressions of this record and this band, and you should go first because you had kind of a visceral response to this record.
I did. It wasn't. I mean, don't wait. Don't put it all on me that I had this reaction to this album because you also had a reaction.
Yeah.
A chemical reaction.
Tell me your thoughts.
I'm sorry, but this is just, I was just not high enough to like this record. And I don't remember, I think it was like one big track. Like, it wasn't, like, how many songs are there? There's 4 sides to this?
Yeah, that's why I felt like it was going on forever. Like putting on another side.
It was like...
It's very jammy. You know what I thought is, to me it's music made by men in their 30s, not in their 20s. And that they were kind of performing for each other, like how great they are on their instruments. I mean, they're all good musicians, really good, probably. Just super jammy. Some of the there's a couple of these songs I knew because 2 are by Linda Ronstadt, or sung by Linda Ronstadt, and one's by Alison Krauss. So I think
you have some food in your beard.
Yeah, I had a bagel. So I think I might like these songs more sung by other people. Because it was just like this wanking, this sort of jamming. My friend who recommended it is very much into the Grateful Dead, so I think if you like the Grateful Dead, I just imagine a lot of people.
You have so much food in your beard.
Well, I save it for later. Imagine people. I just sort of imagine this is liked by people who wear ill-fitting clothes, baggy T-shirts, and.
I think that is true, but they also go to like the what's the markets? The organic markets in the weekend.
But they're organic, but they also do a shitload of cocaine.
No, they don't.
Every song on here I thought was mentioning cocaine. So I think the band, I don't know about the fans.
Well, they need to do more cocaine.
The fans probably drink boxes of wine.
Well, they gotta do more.
But these guys, a lot of cocaine. So. But I'll tell you, I cheated a little bit tonight while you were out seeing Big Feet or whatever they're called. I listened. Ow! God, you're a violent Mexican. I've heard Donald Trump must be right. I listened to one of their older albums. I think like their second album, Sailing Shoes or something. It was much better than this. I think you might actually liked it if you heard the studio album.
Okay.
Because this is jammy.
Well, thanks for telling me that now.
Well, I went, but because I feel like I shouldn't give up just because so many people love this band, but I kind of want to give up because there's so much other stuff to listen to. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like Little Feat? Tell us why we should like Little Feat. What are we missing?
What if it's okay? It's okay not to like.
It's okay not to like this band. I don't like the Grateful Dead, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Sorry.
But if there's something that you think we're missing out on with this band, or one song that will hook us into it, or one album besides waiting for Columbus.
Look,
Columbus is still waiting as far as I'm concerned.
I think that you are very worried about not liking something that someone that you respect tells you should like.
God, why are you so good? You're like my therapist.
No. But I think I'm pretty much the queen of everything that people hate. I secretly like and listen to a lot. Like Sade, everybody hates her.
They do?
The Eagles.
Well, I know about that one. See the link below.
It's okay to say that you don't like this.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You wouldn't listen to it. You wouldn't be like.
I like the songs. I like the melody of the songs. That there's one song on here called "Time Loves a Hero." I really liked kind of the melody and the words, but it was just so jammy, and I just got bored really quickly. Yeah. All right. So thumbs down. But it's okay. Thank you for making it okay for me to do this. I don't disrespect you if you like this band. I just don't get it.
I mean, you would get it if we were really high, but we don't.
If we were in the 70s and we were just doing lots of coke and wearing tie-dye and
just not our life.
Looking for some place to go because Jimmy Buffett's show had been canceled.
I love Jimmy Buffett.
Oh.
Margaritaville?
Oh my gosh. Well, our next episode is going to be in couples counseling. Really?
Well, I really like him.
As a person or as a musician?
As a musician. Okay. Obviously.
Cheeseburger in Paradise. That's about as far as I go. Okay.
Anyway. Like whatever you like.
Feel free to tell us why we should like this band or what other band we should try. But we're going to try some other stuff that we don't know. But a Little Feat ain't going to make it too much farther than tonight.
No.
Alright. Subscribe, like, give us a call. Peace out.
Never again.
No, that goes back.